Hey guys, it's aquaisyummy here, and today I'm going to be creating a tier list on the new mythic items for Rengar. I've played a couple of games with all the items, and I've also watched a lot of footage of other really good Rengars using these items, so I have a decent idea of how good these items are and how they're going to be in the future. With all that in mind though, please take this review with a grain of salt. The items haven't been out for that long, and also new builds can surface, making the items a lot better than they initially appear. So feel free to leave down your own opinions and your own builds down in the comment section, and we can discuss to see which items are truly broken on Rengar and pathetic. I've also just recently hit 1k subs, so I really appreciate you guys supporting me. I'm going to be doing a small little giveaway. I'll be giving away 5 $10 RP gift cards and 5 free coaching sessions. All you guys have to do is hit that link in the description, subscribe, and leave your email so I can contact you if you win. So first off, we have this support item that I don't know the name to. You really shouldn't be playing Rengar support unless you're like duoing bot with someone. So I'd probably put it E tier. Basically, if you guys don't know what this item does, it gives you a bunch of AP, and also if you hit a slow or a snare, so Rengar's E or empowered E on a target, then you'll do extra damage, and I think you'll heal it'll like mark the target and you'll heal for damage you do to that target. Not completely sure though, but definitely E tier. Don't be playing support Rengar. Slightly troll. Next we have the Divine Sunderer or something. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I actually think this item is super sleeper OP just because it's like stats and also its passives are extremely strong. It builds from Sheen, and every time you get the Sheen proc, it does 10% of the enemy's maximum HP as physical damage, and you heal for like 5% of it. So this is a really good bruiser item and split pushing item. You do a lot of damage to towers, and also you just stay alive all the time. I actually really enjoyed playing with this item. I think it may be like the best top item once all the other items get nerfed, because some of the items are definitely going to continue to get nerfed. Definitely solid A tier, I'd say. Next we got Duskblade. Now you guys may actually get pretty salty at me for putting Duskblade pretty low. I probably put it in like B tier, like low B tier, just because I don't find this item as strong as it was in season 10. I've been seeing some Rengars trying to try it out, and I don't think they've been having much success with it. Its legendary passive is it gives 5 more lethality for each legendary item you take, and that's like a decent passive, but it's really not that good because literally if they just build tabbies, then this passive gets totally nullified, and I just feel like you don't have that much damage with Duskblade compared to like Eclipse. A lot of people say that Duskblade's a lot better because you get that escape option as Rengar, but after playing Rengar for so many seasons, I've just learned to be able to get out after I one-shot someone. I either just like empower W out and then run out, or I make sure I have flash and then I one-shot someone. Because like even when you go invisible, like Rengar doesn't have the passive, so he can't leap again. And once you do one-shot someone, all your skills are going to go on cooldown, and the only thing that's going to be up once you become visible again is your Q, and that's really not going to do much. So I just don't find this item very valuable. Honestly, I may even put it in C tier, but I'll just leave it in B tier for now. Alright, next we got the bad boy Eclipse. Now this item is disgustingly broken. It's already got hotfixed once. Basically it's 8% of the enemy's max HP went down to 6%, and the movement speed got like halved. But this item is still extremely strong. This item reminds me of like Camille, who has just like a bunch of stuff added to her kit for no reason. Like Camille has the extra shield from her passive, the Q movement speed, the true damage, and just like healing for no reason. And this item has all of that: healing, shield, movement speed, percent damage. I'm pretty sure they're nerfing this item next patch. Basically it's increasing the cooldown. I think it's like 6 seconds right now, and they're moving it to 8 seconds. So even after the nerf, Eclipse is going to be extremely strong. All the top Rengar players are really just either playing Eclipse or Gore Drinker and not really any other item. But so this item really is just insanely strong even after these nerfs hits. Definitely S tier in my opinion. Alright, next we have Everfrost, a new AP item. Like pretty much all the AP items are getting hit with big boy nerfs because AP items are super strong right now. They just all have so much AP. And right now, AP Rengar is probably in a better spot than he is back in like Season 10 with all these items, but it's still pretty weak. I've tried to play AP Rengar a couple times, and I haven't really found much success. This item basically just acts as like the Hex Tech freeze thingy from Season 10. And like, it's decent, I guess, but AP Rengar is just not that good in my opinion. Maybe like if you're a one-trick AP Rengar, you can make it work, but I just don't see this item being very good. So I'll just put it in D tier. I'd rather people play AP Rengar than support Rengar though, so it's still above whatever this thing is. Alright, next we have Gale Force. Now, this item is actually extremely fun. If you guys don't know what it does, it basically gives you a dash, and you're able to dash outside of a bush and then jump after to increase your range. It's like the old Hex Flash, if you guys remember that mechanic, but yeah. If you build this item, you're probably going to go Rengar, so honestly it's not that bad. The thing is though, there are just better items, and this thing is stupid expensive. It's like 3,400 gold, but I mean, if you want to have fun, this is a very brilliant item to go. Next we got Gore Drinker. Now this thing is pretty strong. I don't know if I'd say it's broken, but it's definitely really strong. A lot of champions are going this item. And the reason it's so strong on Rengar is literally just because it's the team mat active. And it's really good for Bruiser Rengar as well for all that healing. The thing is, people have been going the whip, which is the team mat active, so the first component of it, and then they've been just going full lethality after that. I've been seeing a lot of people with success like that. And people just go Gore Drinker into Ravenous into more Bruiser items. So there are many like different builds you could go with this item, which makes it really nice and versatile, really good. And definitely, it's probably like the best item on Rengar right now, honestly. Because after Eclipse gets nerfed, I don't think Gore Drinker is getting touched. And the team mat active is just so important on Rengar. You're not able to one-shot without the team mat active these days. Unless you're Omega Fed or something. Alright, next we have the new Frostborn Gauntlet. Now, this may actually surprise you, but like, tank items are extremely strong right now, and Iceborne is honestly not that bad. Like, tank Rengar is not bad in my opinion. If you go like Conquer, you just soak up so much damage, and right now all these items do so much damage that you really need tankiness, or else you're just gonna get one shot if you go full HP on Rengar. At least that's how I've felt it when I've played him. If you go Iceborne though, then you're really only gonna be going this item against like full 80 teams. It just gives you a bunch of armor, gives you the same Bambi Cinder effect on the Sunfire, and it's an okay item. It's just basically the old Ice Gauntlet. I put it around the same level as Gale Force, I'd say. But yeah, if you go this item, you definitely have to go tank. Gives you slight bit of damage, but not too much. Next we have the Kraken Slayer. I actually really like this name. It's probably like my favorite new named item, at least. Now, this really just doesn't synergize well with Rengar that much. Basically, every third auto attack you do will do extra damage, and I mean, Rengar really needs all that burst damage from his one leap into his full combo, which you won't be getting with this item. It also gives you a bunch of attack speed, which Rengar doesn't really need, because he has the attack speed cube steroid. So it's like meh. I definitely would say it's worse than Gale Force, but I mean, maybe you can make this item work. I just don't really see it though. Next we got Liandrys. I think this item's actually getting nerfed as well, because it's really broken on like Cassiopeia and stuff. Definitely in the D tier once again. This item does damage over time, so if anything, it would be good on AP Bruiser Rengar, but the thing is, AP Bruiser Rengar doesn't work because you need your W for the damage, and generally when you want to play Bruiser, you want to save your W to heal up damage, and also the W range is so small, so it's really hard to hit targets who kite you really easily with your W anyways, so I don't really see AP Bruiser Rengar working, so these items are quite dog in my opinion. Next we got Lockets, I believe? Yeah, support item. Please don't go it. There's just, if you're gonna play Rengar, you gotta play him like an alpha, no being betas, just like Tyler once says. Next, Luden's also getting nerfed. It's honestly like the item you would probably go back in Season 10 if you do play AP Rengar, but I feel like there are better items now if you do want to go AP Rengar. Probably would put it C tier, because I guess it's viable if you do want to play AP Rengar. I don't really see these items really being played. They just waste so many stats on mana that Rengar just can't use. Next we got another support item. I don't even know what this thing is called. I don't think people are using it. It's getting buffed though. Actually, it just gives like a bunch of healing to a target next to you, so probably Sirach is gonna be using this a lot. Next we got the Knight Reaver, I believe. And this item looked really promising for AP Rengar, but AP Rengar is just not that good. It's probably one of the items you would go if you do decide to go this AP Rengar, so I'll put it at C tier just because. Alright, next, Proto Belt, same thing, AP Rengar. This actually gives you % magic penetration, which is really good. Just penetration in general is always just really good on Rengar, allows you to one-shot more. I really thought AP Rengar would be a lot stronger this season because T-Mat got removed, and AP Rengar doesn't require the T-Mat to one-shot people, but it's just not it, boys. It's just not it, especially with AP getting nerfed too. Like, this was AP's Rengar time to shine, and I just don't see it. Next item, we got the Prowlers Claw. I had big hopes for this item. Like, it gave you another combo, and it made it so that you don't necessarily need the T-Mat, because even though you won't be able to one-shot with this item completely, you'll be able to follow them with the active, and then you can finish them off with the Empowered Q. But overall, it just feels really weak. It's getting buffed. I think it's giving like 5 more attack damage, but even then, this item is not too crazy. Its unique passive is more lethality, I think. Oh wait, the Duskblade legendary passive is it gives ability haste, and this one is lethality, so this gets really countered by any armor like tabbies or seekers. So I'd probably put it like around this tier with all the other items. It's not too strong, it's not too weak, it's just there. Because a lot of the time with all these new items, people are going to be so strong and they're not going to be really running away from you, so you don't really need that active as much. I'd rather just have the stats from like Eclipse and just win the fight straight up. Anyway, next we got Riftmaker. Basically, if you guys don't know what this item does, the longer you stay in combat, the more AP damage you do. So put it down here just because bruiser items, not good for Rengar really. Alright, next item, we got the Shield Bow. Now this Shield Bow has been cucking Rengar so hard. If an ADC builds this and you don't one-shot them, it's pretty much over. This man's gonna gain like 1 billion HP from the shielding, and then also have the Bloodline active or whatever it's called, and just lifesteal up half of their HP all over again. But on Rengar, honestly, it's not too bad. If you're gonna go this item, you're probably gonna go Crit Guard too. And I mean, it's really good if you're really far ahead and you're having fun. It's really good against like melee comps so that you're able to lifesteal off of them. So I'd probably put it in like B tier. I don't know if I'd put it in A tier. I probably need more testing with this item, but I mean, it's a decent item, so if you guys want to try it out, I would definitely recommend it. Next we got the Shrelias or something. I don't know. Support item, get away from me. Absolutely disgusting. And then now we got the Sunfire Ages. This thing is absolutely disgusting right now. It's way overstated. It's like passives are insane. If you stay in combat for a while, eventually your damage is going to get like ramped up and you do so much damage. Like I personally played it in the jungle and you clear camps relatively fast, and I find it extremely strong. You don't die, and if you take this with Conquer, you actually do a really good amount of damage after you're in a fight for a while. So I honestly would put it in S tier, because it feels so nice to play this item. You're like ridiculously tanky right when you finish this item. I definitely suggest you guys to try it out. It's probably gonna end up getting nerfed eventually, so it'll probably drop down a few tiers, but personally for me, I find it as an S tier item at the moment. Next we got the Chem Tech or whatever. This is just like the AP or the MR version of the Frostborn Gauntlet. If the enemy team is really AP stacked, then you would go this item instead of Iceborne. Basically, it gives you a bunch of movement speed as an active, which is alright for Rengar, I guess. But Rengar is really easily kited, and if you get stunned, then that move speed's not really going to matter. So, I mean, I'd rather have the passive on the Iceborne Gauntlet than this one, so I'm putting it behind Iceborne Gauntlet. Next, we got Triforce. This item is decent. Like, its description is a lot stronger than I initially thought. Or like, its description sounds a lot better than it actually is. I mean, basically your sheen damage is going to do 200% of your physical damage. And you also, it's just like another Conquer, so the longer you're going to fight, the more percent damage you're going to have. I just find it extremely weak though, because I just, like, it only gives you 33 or 30 attack damage, which is really low. So you're only ever going to have like 120 attack damage. And if you build other damage items, you're going to be extremely tanky. And I think it's just like a worse version of the Divine Sunder. Alright, last but definitely not least, we've got the Whip. Or I actually forgot what this item's called. Something like Whip or something. Anyways, I personally did not like this item, but on the Rengar subreddit, I've been seeing like master tier players and like high diamond players saying they absolutely love this item. They said that it's like a better version of the Black Cleaver from Season 10. Gives you HP, ability haste, damage, and it gives you that nice little leap, which you can also leap outside of the bush and extend your range a little more, or dash outside the bush and then extend it. So just because people have been saying it's decently good top lane, I'll actually just put it behind the Divine thing in A tier. Anyways, that wraps up my tier list. If you guys have any comments on it, please make sure to drop them down below. I'd really love to talk to you guys about these items to see what the power levels of these ones really are, and seeing if we could get Rengar back to his really strong state in Season 10. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.